Hello, my name is Stephen Stout, and I am Lila Wells's former theater teacher and also her director of a lot of plays that she did in high school here in the States. And I am delighted to be here with you and the Unite Scholars today. And I just was asked to talk a little bit about public speaking, which I do and have taught a good bit about over the years. One of the most important things about being in front of people and commanding their attention and winning it and then keeping it is to be engaging and always intentional about what it is you're saying. So if you're giving a talk on, let's say, the politics of Tanzania, then you need to really work on that talk, know the words that you want to say, understand what they are, and be engaging about it. Because there's nothing worse, I think you've all experienced hearing people go on and talk like this as they give a speech, and all of a sudden you're going, what did he just say? I know you know what I mean. So what you want to do is bring you, the very special you, into this and make that happen through your talk. Anytime you're giving a speech or a presentation of any sort in front of other people. As Oscar Wilde very famously said, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So if you're not yourself, then we don't really want to listen to you because that means you're not authentic. You're not being real. So being real is hard and it's not natural for some people, but it's really important that you are who you are in front of people. I think you can probably see that while I speak to people, I spend a lot of time being me, and I don't know any other way to do it. So that's how I intend to teach you a little bit about this. What I want to do first is just to remind you that before you ever speak, you should always stretch a little bit, kind of get the blood going, stretch up and out and over, release your head and neck, just get things shaken out a little bit, and just do that kind of thing, and get your blood moving. All of a sudden, you'll feel more alive, and your heart will be pounding a little bit, and that will make you feel readier to do what you do. If you think about sports, we would never, ever go out and try to play a sport if we weren't stretched out and relaxed and able to breathe and do our most relaxing kinds of things before we play the sport. Same thing with public speaking. Same thing with being on a stage and acting. So that's why I just remind you about that. I want to talk a little bit about fill words. And what are fill words? Fill words are the words that you use to think like that. So is a fill word in our culture. There are others, but I can't think of them. Oh, that's right. That's one. Then we have okay. That's a pretty common one. A lot of people will come up in front of people and go, okay, so here's what I want to do today. I want to talk to you about, well, okay and so mean nothing. They are simply words to allow you to think of what your next words might be. And they make you sound less intentional about what it is you're saying. So instead of saying, okay, so I want to tell you all about, good morning, hello, good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here in front of you today. And I'm looking forward to telling you all about the subject that you want to be talking about. You always want to begin with a greeting of some sort. Hello. I am so happy to be here. The beautiful evening sky behind me reminds me of how happy I am to be here with you. You have to be real, you have to be honest, and you want to make sure you engage your audience that way. You also want to use eye contact as much as possible. So in this case, I'm looking at the camera right now, and that is a little hard for me to do because I don't like really looking at cameras. I would rather sort of look in the direction of the audience where they are. What you want to try to do is greet people and then launch into what it is you're saying. And I'm going to stop in just a couple more minutes. I want to give you one or two more things that I want you to think about. Looking at your audience respects them. So you don't need to stare at them right in their eyes as they're looking at you, but you do need to make sure you share your face with them. This, if I'm up there reading a speech and it all is right in front of me and I say, now, this is the way I feel about this particular novel. It's a very important novel and I enjoyed reading it very much. All you see is the top of my head. And while I have just really nice hair, who cares? No one wants to look at my hair. They want to look at my face and they want to see my eyes and they want to see my expressions. So the way I express myself and the way you express yourselves are gesturally. You gesture. I'm moving my hands probably a lot that you can't see right now. But also my face and your face is very expressive. And how you feel about people comes out of your face. So it needs to be there. Obviously, you can read words on the page. Use your finger. If there's a stand in front of you or a paper, you can use your finger to follow along with your script, with your words, right? No one has to see that. And then you can refer to that and come back and know exactly where you are. We'll get into some more things on our next lesson. Thank you.